Let's switch gears one more time. Amazon has plans for a so-called superhighway in the sky so that drones, Vlad, can fly safely without interfering with other aircraft.
Well, the company says it wants to create a structured network to prepare for the day when thousands of commercial drones are flying at once. Yeah, get ready for the sky to be blackened with drones. So, Tim, what do you make of Amazon's proposal?
It's interesting. You know, Amazon wants to cut out the delivery companies. They want to cut out the middlemen. They want to be able to send a package directly to you or to your rooftop, I guess would be more appropriate to say, using small drones. So they can load a package into the drone flies off directly to you, and you get your package maybe within an hour, maybe within a few minutes. But the FAA is very concerned about having all these things buzzing around, and I think we all should be. You know, having a couple drones here and there is not such a big deal. Hundreds or thousands is a bigger deal for sure. So what Amazon's proposing here is to create this kind of window in the sky between 200 and 400 feet in which these drones have to be restricted. So they can fly within this area. They all have to be able to talk to each other so they can avoid each other. But anything above that would be prohibited, and 500 feet and above is already prohibited. There'd be a 100-foot window in there, basically, where they would not be able to fly above.
But there's the big debate whether or not they should be controlled by somebody on the ground or can they operate on their own. So how does that play into this? I mean, we're just watching that video there. Just would be delivered there to your doorstep.
Part of this comes in the ability for one drone to talk to the other, which I think is the big thing that this can help to put in place. You know, these companies don't really want to work with the government because they feel it's going to slow them down. But ultimately, there needs to be some kind of standard in place so the one drone can tell the other one, hey, I'm going here, please don't crash into me, because nobody wants that. And if we can add that piece to the mix, so we can make these drones able to dodge each other at that point, then they should be able to take care of themselves. And ultimately, I think these drones will be better pilots than the human would be anyway. So I would feel more comfortable if these drones are flying themselves personally than people with joysticks walking around underneath them.
But you couldn't do that like in New York City. I mean, people live in doorman buildings so that they can get their packages.
Maybe it'll go to the window.
Yeah. Right, drop them on the roof or something. And what about the predator drones that attack the drones with your packages?
It's like a big movie.
That, you know, like I would just get a predator drone and steal all the boxes that are flying above me.
That'd probably be an FAA offense. But that's definitely a big question, is where exactly these drones go, because, you know, not everybody has rooftop access in the city. You certainly can't leave it on the curb outside of the building.
Can you imagine?
You can't see the drone flying up and pushing the button, the call button either. That's definitely going to be something that people are going to have to figure out. You know, it's going to be a question for legislators here in New York, how that works. Buildings will probably, I think we'll probably see, if indeed this goes forward, and I think it will, we'll probably see buildings advertising things like drone landing pad on the roof with limited access and a doorman who specifically goes up there to check what the drones have picked up and given it, and then they deliver it to you. I think that's what we'll see, but there's going to be a whole industry that builds up around these things, not just the drones themselves. This is just the first step.
Absolutely. All right, Tim Stevens, thanks so much.
Thank you.